and welcome back to part number 3 of my kind of checkout. If you haven't seen the previous 2 parts to this, you can see them in the playlist below. But this is part number 3 and we're going to go checkouts from 81 to 90 in this video. So the first checkout we're going to discuss in this video is the 81 checkout. Now for 81, I would personally go for treble 19 or double 12. If you hit the single 19, you go for single 12 for the bill. If you hit the treble 12, you leave double 13. However, I know that people will think in the comment section going treble 15 from 81 because you'd leave double 18. If you hit the single 15, then you need to go for the 16. If you hit the single 16, you can hit the bill. If you hit the treble 16, you leave double 9. But my preferred route is treble 19 for double 12. The next checkout I'm going to discuss is 82. Now again, I'm going to go against my principles in this checkout, and I would go for the bill my first start on this because you're wanting to hit the bullseye. If you hit the bill, you leave double 16. If you hit the 25, it's 17 for double 20. So that's my preferred route for the bill route. I know people would be thinking you could go the treble 14 route to leave double 20. However, if you hit the single 14, you then have 68 left and you have to hit single 18 for the bill or treble 18 for double 7. So it's not really a good way to go. So my preferred route from 82 is bill double 16. The next checkout we're going to discuss is 83. Now for me, 83, I would go for treble 17, then double 16. If you hit the single 17, you've got single 16 for the bill. If you hit the treble again, you'll leave double 9 again. So that's my preferred route from that. There's not really many other ways you can go realistically. So that is the one and only preferred route I would go from 83 is treble 17 for double 16. The next checkout I'm going to talk about is 84. Now for me, I would go for treble 20 and double 12. Again, it's quite a standard route to go because you hit the single 20, it's then 14 for the bill. You could go for treble 16 on this checkout, which would leave double 18. If you hit the single 16, you'd leave 68 left, so it'd be single 18 for the bill, or treble 18 for double 7 again. But my preferred route from 84 is treble 20 and double 12, especially with if you miss it, then it's single 14. If you hit the treble 14, it's then double 11. So my preferred route is treble 20 and then double 12. So the next checkout we're going to discuss is the 85 checkout. Now again, you could go 2 ways from this, but my preferred route from 85 is treble 15 and then double 20. If you hit the single 15, you then hit single 20 for the bullseye, or you hit the treble 20 for the double 5. However, players do go another couple of different routes from this. They go either the treble 19 to leave double 14, or single 19 would leave 66. So you can either single 16 for the bullseye or treble 16 for double 9. But again, my preferred route from 85 is the treble 15 for the double 20. However, if you need to go a different route, if you're pressurised in a fish and you want a dart at double, you could go for the bullseye from 85. Because you hit the bill, you leave 35, but if you hit the outer bill, you leave 60. So again, you will get a dart at double either way in the outer ring if you go for the bill route. But my preferred route is treble 15 for double 20. The next checkout I'm going to discuss is 86. Now for 86, I would go for treble 18 and double 16. If you hit the single 18, it's another single 18, but I would go high in the bed, close to the double, because if you hit the double 18, you'd leave double 16. But if you hit the single 18, you leave the bill. Other people might go for the bullseye from 86 to leave 36, and if you hit the outer bill, you leave 61, which you could go 11 back for the bill, and you could have a good marker for yourself. But my preferred route is treble 18 for double 16. The next checkout I'm going to discuss is 87. Now from 87, I would go for treble 17 for double 18. If I hit the single 17, you then leave 70 left, so you go 20 for the bullseye, or treble 20 for double 5. So you want to try and hit the treble, you're aiming around that treble area. You could go for a different route, you could go a but it's really highly unlikely you would go for treble 19 for double 15, but you could go that way. But my preferred route is treble 17 for double 18. Now, the next checkout we're going to discuss is 88. Now, you could go a couple of ways from 88, depending on what your thinking is. So if you want a dart at least the bullseye, you would go for single 20, then single 18, then the bull. But if you hit the treble 20, you leave double 14. Some new way thinking might be to go the 16 route, and you might not get a dart at double. If you hit the single 16, you leave 72, but you could then go double 18 to give yourself a marker on the double 18. However, if you hit the treble 16, you would leave double 20. But my preferred route from 88 is treble 20, then double 14. The penultimate checkout we're going to discuss in this video is 89. Now, 89, I would go for treble 19 and double 16. I can't really think of any other way to go. If you hit the single 19, you've then got 20 for the bullseye. Again, it's pretty straightforward, so that's my way to go from 89. And the last checkout we're going to discuss in this video is the 90 checkout. Now, this all depends on where your opponent is. You could go the treble 20 route. If you hit the treble 20, at least double 15. If you hit the single 20, it's single 20 for the bullseye. If you've got time in your hand, you could go for the treble 18 route, which would be treble 18 for double 18. Or if you're feeling really adventurous and you want a dart, let's say, you could go for the bullseye. And if you feel like you could hit another 25, you could go 25, 25, double 20, or either bull, double 20. So there's plenty of options you could go. It all depends on the situation. So for this video, I would go for treble 20 and double 15. But I say you've got plenty of options from that 90 checkout. If you hit the 25 for the first start, you would go 15 or treble 15. If you hit the treble 15, at least double 10. If you hit single 15, it would leave the bullseye. So again, there's plenty of options if you went the bullseye route, but I would like to keep it simple and give yourself as much chance at double as possible. So that'd be treble 20 and double 15. So that's it for part number 3. Look out for part number 4, which should come out tomorrow.